Peterson got out front, pulled it to the foul side of the pole. There it is, a great look at it.
Jock Peterson just hit a foul ball 3 inches to the left. It would have been home run. That was really scary. Rays have a 4-3 lead over the Dodgers. Final 10 games. It's getting really intense.
And a ground ball to the right side, the left side wide open. Pollock will score. Over to third goes Taylor. Peterson drives in the tying run. The left side of the infield wide open, and he found
Indians today both walk it off today. You can't.
He has an open side of that field to work with, and watch his swing. He's got all that room over here. And he just pokes it. I mean, did not overswing, just poked it that way. I got a pitch away to work with. I'm going to give myself a base hit and a run down at him. Watch. That's not a typical Jock Peterson swing. That's a swing with 2 strikes saying, I'm going to go ahead and get it here and try to run. So the Dodgers come back with a run. And on the corners, Kyle Snyder out to hold the conference. While they do, we'll hear a word.
Nick Anderson's been shaky since that Texas game. I think it
Legendary spirits made by legendary men.
got rid of some of his confidence.
Four ball game. Snyder finishes on the mound. There's going to be Max Muncy, who started the game at second, now playing first. The run charge to Chaz Rowe.
Yep, Chaz Blow.
And there is strike one. He doubled in 2 runs in the second inning. A fly ball to left in the fourth. And away. 1. Jason worked an inning last night, picked up a strikeout. That's for the base hit to the open left side tonight. The one hitter is face. The 1-1 to Muncy. Upstairs out of the zone, 2-1.
Come on, Nasty Anderson. Be nasty. Be nasty Anderson.
And left side open. Twice tonight, Muncy's hit the ball to the left side. And he fouls it back.
Come on.
Now the play it goes, 2-2. The Dodgers 3 of 5 with minutes scoring position. The Rays 4 of 9. But you look up and down this lineup, this is what the Dodgers do. Pollock is hitting over 350 with minutes scoring position. Taylor almost.
What's up, Baseball King? Yeah, I hate the Dodgers too.
300.
You've already clinched the playoffs. You've already clinched your division.
Over 300.
Why the hell are you beating a wild card team, dude? Like, just give us some wins, please.
And a swing.
Oh, that was dirty. That was dirty. Strikeout.
Down exactly what Anderson needed there. 2 gone. Nothing tricky about this either. Here's 97. Put it in the upper third of the zone, right out over the heart of the plate. See what you're going to be able to do with it. And the answer is nothing. Just blows it right by him. And something that we've seen.
Indians are now tied with the Rays for the second wild card spot. If we lose tonight, we'll be half of the game back. And
anyway, you could do it. One more out right.
well, I think we'd actually be one game back. Either way, it's stressful. The Dodgers are going to waste another playoff for the third time. Yeah, I hope they do. What the hell? Are you sure that wasn't a foul ball?
Right out of the glove of Darno. Let's take a look at it right here. Four-seam fastball. Stops the swing.
Oh, you're killing me. You are killing me.
Darno was just trying to protect himself. He wasn't even trying to catch that, and that hit him right in the left bicep. Wow. And on that, the Dodgers take the lead.
Unbelievable.
It will be ruled a pass ball. Boy, that's
We're gonna lose, and we're gonna get swept by the Dodgers, and we're gonna be a game back at the wild card.
So Nick Anderson's fastball curveball. Obviously, Darno looking curveball. Anderson.
There's no room for error in the final 10 games.
Ball is high, and it's 3-0 to Seager. I can't believe that Darno took that 97 whatever fastball right off that left bicep, and really didn't. He had no idea. That ball got in and by that glove and whacked him.
This is so goddamn annoying.
The hitter will be Will Smith. Oh, look at this pitch and Darno getting hit. Yeah, you look at it. See, he's going down for a curveball, and that ball just blows by the glove, hits him right in that left arm. Pretty tough guy. Will Smith bounces to the fastball, strike one.
The Rays they're making this hard on themselves. This is ridiculous. I predict the minimum for the Rays to make the playoffs is you have to go 7-3 down this final 10-game stretch. If you start the final 10-game stretch with a loss, you now have to go 7-2.
Inside 1-1. Pollock and Taylor, who opened with back-to-back singles, have scored the runs to tie and to go ahead.
Indians won't lose. Athletics won't lose.
Peterson, the runner.
The Rays swept the Indians about a month ago. And here we are tied with them still.
1-1 count.
Not only did we sweep the Indians, we were 6-1 against them this year. So all those games were huge now looking back to the Rays. Twins over A's in the ALDS. Okay. ALCS, okay. Yeah, I don't... If the Rays make the playoffs, I don't expect them to go anywhere. The most they'll win is the wild card game. And that's if you start Charlie Morton and relieve him with, like, Blake Snell and just go all out with all your starters, But the Rays won't get past the ALDS if they were to make the playoffs. I just want to see them in the playoffs. That's all I care about. Seeing the Rays in a playoff game. It's been 6 years. 6 years. I just want to see us back in the playoffs.
Broke the tie with a run on the top of the inning. Dodgers with 2 have taken.
You know, we could lose in the wild card game, and I would consider this season a success. Oh, nasty. So nasty. Nasty Anderson, bro. All right, but that wild pitch hurts because now we're losing 5-4.
Today on Ray's Live Postgame Show, we're going to be talking about delivering.
WB Mason delivers coffee.
Oh, no, we don't need coffee here. Today on Ray's Live Postgame Show, we're going to talk to you about
WB Mason also delivers cream pie.
Really? But no, not yet. Today on Ray's Live Postgame Show, we're going to talk to you about
We deliver paper?
Oh my goodness, you guys got it all. No thanks. Stay tuned to Ray's Live Postgame Show, brought to you by Hoopa WB Mason, and we're going to talk about delivering that perfect pitch. Finally.
Last 10 games of the Rays season, Boston. Yep. You got a 4-game series at the Trop versus the Red Sox. You have to take 3 out of 4 at a minimum. If you don't take 3 out of 4 versus the Red Sox, season's over. Then we play the Yankees. At a minimum, you have to sweep that. Or, no. Split that is what I meant. Because it's a 2-game series. Please win 3 out of 4 at a minimum in Boston. Split the series at a minimum versus the Yankees. And
It's what's on the inside that counts.
And at this point, if you lose tonight, the Rays are making this really hard on themselves. Because if you lose tonight, you've got to take 3 out of 4 against Boston, 1 out of 2 versus New York, and you probably, realistically, have to sweep Toronto to end the season.
Becoming the Rangers' first 20-game winner by David Price in 2012 for the single season club record for wins. Passing Price to become the outright leader in his next start, allowing just 1 hit in 5 shutout innings. With a 4-0 road win over the Texas Rangers.
Yankees and Astros will lose in the ALDS. That's a hot take.
And we go to the 7th inning. The Rays will face the tall right-hander Justin May.
This dude has a 4 ERA, so take advantage, please. 1-3. It's 4.40 ERA. Clearly, he hasn't been playing very much this season. He's only played 28 and 2/3 innings this season. So Rays really need to take advantage of these opportunities. You're playing pitchers who are only up to get experience for the playoffs. Going into the playoffs, you need to take advantage and get some hits here. Because statistically, this is an under-average pitcher.
Kittredge out to the bullpen for the Rays.
Kittredge in the bullpen. They're trying to lose.
And it's a pop-up foul. That's going to be out of play on the dugout. Pham reached on an error in the first, scored, singled in the third, double home, 2 runs. In the 5th inning, batting to open the 7th. Takes it high, 2-2.
Dustin May, fastball, cutter, curveball, change. Very rarely uses the changeup. Fastball averages about 96.
There's a little tap out from Smith, the catcher. Makes the
Safe!
Pham beats it out.
That's hustle. That is
Tommy Pham is the only play. Pham and Meadows are the only two players right now who want to be in the playoffs. They're the only two making a difference on the team.
What a job.
He's on for the 4th time tonight. That's his 3rd hit.
See, yesterday Pham said, we don't know when we're ever going to get this opportunity to be to fight for the playoffs again, so we need to take advantage of every single one of these last games and perform 100% every time. That's what he said. On base 4 times tonight. He cares. He wants to be in the playoffs.
And Matt Duffy getting out of the 3rd spot.
Kevin Kiermaier, yeah, Mr. We're going to go on a tear to end the season. Yeah, you do need to step it up.
Bouncing off his foot on the first pitch.
Jesus Christ.
You can see here.
Kevin Kiermaier says that the Rays are going to go on a tear to finish out the season. Now would be the great time
That 96, 97 in.
to go on that tear.
You just
So,
cannot stay inside
please
that
stay
base.
true to your quote
Not only that, insult to injury.
and go on that tear right now. Finish the last 10 games at a minimum of 7-3. Because quite honestly, if we have less wins than that, we go 6-4 down the final 10 stretch. I don't think we're in the playoffs. You've got to go 7-3. The last Rays homestand. Is he going to steal here? I think he's going to steal. He looks like he wants to. Ooh. Oh, that was a strike, but the ump called it a ball. The ump does that. The ump has a horrible strike zone, this umpire. Matt Duffy in the last 6 games, a .353 average, double 2 RBIs. All right. I think Pham might steal here, which is risky because we have 0 outs. So stealing is risky. Because if he gets thrown out at second, we got 1 out, nobody on, that just kills the momentum the Rays have.
Fastball at 97. Foul back.
162 games in a damn season. You would think that it would be pretty not close. I don't know what the word I was looking for was, but it wouldn't be close at the end of the. That's what you would think. It wouldn't be close at the end of the season between teams. The teams who are in the playoffs play have a decent ground on the other teams. No. We're in the final 10 games, and the Wildcard teams are all right on top of each other. I mean, it's.
Ground ball, right.
That's a base hit. That's a base hit.
Pham moves to second, and the Rays put the first
All right.
win on here.
All right.
In the 7th
All right.
inning.
All right.
What a mistake made there.
This is where you need to take advantage
And now trying to
of
go
these
with cutter.
low
Cutter does not
experienced
do a thing.
pitchers who have only played 28 innings in a season.
I'll tell you, the way that Matt Duffy's swing is constructed, you'd have been better off staying with that hard sinker end. You know how he likes to try to stay inside the baseball.
See, if I'm watching this in June or May,
Full advantage.
I'm like, whatever. There's still a lot of season to go. Nah, now it actually matters.
Well, here's G-Man Choi against the right-hander.
G-Man's clutch. Come on, buddy. Stressful, guys. Stressful. Rays haven't been this close to playoff contention in 6 years. So, it's fun to watch, but also ripping me to pieces at the same time. Because I will be legitimately heartbroken if the Rays miss the playoffs by like 1 or 2 games. Just it doesn't matter how much you miss it by. If we miss the playoffs this year, I'm gonna be heartbroken. The whole first 30 days of the season, more than that, like the first 35 days through the season, the whole first month, the Rays were first place in the entire MLB. And now we're sitting here
2 years old.
trying to get a wild card spot.
September.
See, that was not even close to a strike, but it was called a strike. Whatever.
It's 0-2.
Another one of those pitches going against the Rays well off the plate.
See, when it's a strike, he calls it a ball. When it's a ball, he calls it a strike. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It's been very, very inconsistent. I don't think the hitters or the pitchers at this point have much of an idea of what's going to be called, what's not going to be called.
No, no, no! Can you review a check swing? I don't think you can.
Sinker away, and then a cutter back in, and
Oh, he went. He went.
Trying to get that bat started, realizing the pitch is on the way, but it was too late.
So now it's Travis Garneau who go in the first round of the game, back in the first. Overall, he is 1 for 3. What a valuable member of this team he's been since the Rays picked him up from the Dodgers. Couple of minutes, strike 1.
And that cutter that you see from May, not big. It's not a huge cutter. You think about Ryan Yarborough's cutter and how wide that one can work. This one's more subtle. But I'll tell you,
Emilio Pagan and Andrew Kentridge in the bullpen.
It has a lot of arm side action to it. It becomes a very effective pitch.
And time granted by Johnson. The 7th pitcher tonight utilized by the Dodgers. Now we're going to have a conversation between Smith and May. Joe Kelly receded May in this game. Faced 2 hitters, gave up an RBI single and got a ground ball out. So for his 1/3 of an inning right now, he is the pitcher of record for the Dodgers. As well as the pitcher of record for the Rays. Get together, 1 strike count on Garneau. And he takes a fastball at the knees. 0-2.
One viewer.
Came right back with that same sequence that he got toyed with, this time to the righty. Cutter, sinker, and then the cutter again. You see how subtle it is. This one he takes up in the zone and we get that little foul tip for strike 3.
Well, there's Joey Wendell with 2 men on. Wendell looking for his first hit. Sends a fly ball into center field. The catch, and the Rays lead 2-7, 5-4 Los Angeles.
You got 2 guys on with 0 outs. Can't score anybody.
Featuring more than $329 million in cash prizes. Find your $5 million luck scratch off today. The Florida Lottery. It's your ticket.
Whether it's time to get to work or it's your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Go for the tank you want and the quality you need. Into Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for 72 months and for a limited time get the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
What's up, Rays fans? Rich and the Big O back inside
What's
Fox
up?
Sports Studio. We are getting ready for Rays Live, the postgame brought to you by WB.
Andrew Ketbridge is coming in. I mean, it doesn't make
Julio, what are you seeing?
any sense at all to me
We need it in the 8th inning because if we get the Jansen...
that you only put Nick Anderson in for 1 inning a game. Nick Anderson's the best pitcher on the Rays, or the best reliever on the Rays. You leave him in for 1 inning every single game.
Thank you, fellas. It will be pitcher number 6.
He not a single game this season has he pitched more than 1 inning for the Rays. He'll often pitch like 10 pitches and then they'll pull him. Why? He just struck out all 3 guys and you're pulling him for someone who blows it. You're pulling him for Andrew Ketridge.
Velocity, tighter slider, and the Rays are going to need him to be good here tonight.
My God.
A 1-run deficit with just a couple of shots left offensively.
He'll face Kevin Lux, who entered as a pinch hitter and then stayed on to play second base, which struck out in the 5th. The fastball is a bit wide, 1-0.
Rays are playing the Los Angeles goddamn Dodgers. Arguably the best team in baseball. Then the Indians are playing the Detroit Tigers.
Straight call now, 1-1.
Do you know how much easier life would be for the Rays if they didn't have to play the Yankees and Red Sox 5 times each year? Or 5 series each year? Point is, Rays have to play like 20 games, 25 games versus the Yankees alone every single year, who are a good team every single year because they're one of the biggest markets. They have a shit ton of money to spend. And you have teams like the Indians who get to play teams like the Detroit Tigers 25 times a year. Rays are playing one of the best teams right now, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Guess who the Indians are playing? The worst team in baseball, the Detroit Tigers.
2-2.
So the Indians barely beat them today. They walked it off in 9 innings. The Athletics barely beat the Kansas City Royals. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Indians and Athletics are playing these 2 shitty teams, the Royals and the Tigers. And you have the Rays playing Los Angeles Dodgers. And then guess who we play next? The division rival Red Sox, the division rival Yankees, and the division rival Blue Jays. We just swept the Blue Jays. So I don't expect to sweep them 2 series in a row, which sucks because if we lose tonight, we will likely finish the season, finish the last 10 games of the season 6-4. That's not going to get you in the playoffs. Not going to work. You need to go at least 7-3 to have a chance to play maybe a
Dodgers trying to win their 99th game.
163rd game. I don't know, dude. Strikeout. Kent Ridge got it. Royals, Chiefs, take that up with the MLB. They make the schedule. Yeah, well, it's just clearly if the Rays didn't have to play the Yankees 20 times a year, we would be in the playoffs a lot more often. Like, take last year, for example. We finished the season with 90 wins. Every other season, except for like one or two, since the wild card was implemented, a team that has 90 wins makes the wild card. It's only a team with 90 wins and missing the wild card has only happened 3 times to this point in MLB history. 2 of those teams were the Tampa Bay Rays. And it's fixing to be a 3rd time. And I blame that all for being in the same division as the Red Sox and the Yankees. I get it, the Red Sox are having an off year, but they're the Red Sox. Nice play. We do have to play the Orioles. Yes, I know, we have to play the Orioles, but they're not always garbage, all right? They're just going through a rebuild right now, and so we're lucky right now that they're garbage. And not only that, but the Orioles seem to play well against us every year for some reason. The Red Sox are on a decline. The bullpen is terrible. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We got. You remember in March? No, it wasn't March. It was April. The first series we played versus the Red Sox at Tropicana Field, we got swept with the Red Sox. So if we could redo that series, take 2 out of 3, that would have been huge at this point in the season. But no, we got swept at Tropicana Field to the Red Sox, a team that's not going to be in the playoffs. Indians had to walk it off against the Tigers. I mean, the Indians are not playing great, but they're barely playing better than the Rays, and that's the issue. Is like Rays are playing decent, obviously not good enough to beat one of the best teams in the league, the Dodgers. But I mean, you're putting us up against the Dodgers.
Liner in the left field, Pham cutting in. He'll have to play it on 1-off as he moves.
Oh shit! All right, guy on first for the Dodgers.
Well, I think Tommy Pham was kind of caught in between right there, and so without wanting to risk Henry to make it dive in catch, if the ball gets by him, Pollock is still running.
Tommy Pham and Austin Meadows are the only 2 players right now who are playing like they want to be in the playoffs. It had to be said. I guess you could put Matt Duffy in there. He's been sucky in his half season because he missed the first half of the season, but he's been playing good these last 2 weeks. So, I mean, Matt Duffy, Austin Meadows, Tommy Pham, they're the only ones who are playing like there's no tomorrow. They're the only ones playing like they're playing in a Game 7 in the World Series. Do you like any college sports? I'm not diehard with college by any means. I like the Gamecocks because I went to the Outback Bowl 2 years ago, which was in Tampa. Gamecocks were playing. Loved the fan base so much to the point where I became a Gamecocks fan. God, all right, thank God, all right. And so, like, look, I don't watch college games. I don't. If I do, it'll be like for 1 quarter. If the Gamecocks lose, I don't care that much. I really couldn't care less, to be honest with you. I just simply root for them. Hope they do good. And I'm like that with multiple college teams. Obviously, I live in Tampa. I'm a USF fan, somewhat. Somewhat of a Gamecocks fan. Somewhat of a Florida State fan for other reasons. somewhat of a Crimson Tide fan for other reasons. And, like, I have these small factors that go into me supporting one team, but of my favorite, or not of my favorite, of the college teams, my favorite would be South Carolina Gamecocks. But like I said, if they win or lose, it doesn't affect me. It's hard for me to watch college when I'm a diehard NFL fan, because in college there's more bad passes, more drop passes, more blowouts, more just games you know aren't going to be competitive, and it's not like that in the NFL. It's hard for me to watch college when I'm a diehard NFL fan. That's all I'm saying. One of my friends goes to USC. One of my friends goes to USF. That's lit, dude. Yankees will clinch tonight. Yeah, I couldn't care less. They're a playoff team. Do you plan to make videos for the XFL? Hell yeah, I plan to make videos for the XFL. I'm excited for the NFL. No, are you in college? No, I'm senior in high school.
Shop now at AutoNation.com. By your local Ford dealers and by your local Honda dealer.
Yeah, I'll probably take on community college for a few years, and I would like to eventually end up at USF.
Set against the Dodgers. Down by a run, moving into the 8th inning.
Oh, they're pinch hitting Avisail Garcia. Okay. You need to tie it at a minimum here. What do you want to do in the future? It's nice as fuck there. Tampa is nice. Yeah, I live in Tampa. I love Tampa. I'm from Jersey. Okay. Yeah. I've lived in Tampa for over 10 years. I love it here. What do you want to do in the future? I guess the goal as of now is getting into aviation.
Down 1-1. Rays open their final homestand of the year Friday.
The Rays went 9-1 on their last homestand. You've got 6 games now. Garcia wants it. Come on. Everybody should want it. The Rays have 6 straight games at Tropicana Field. They went 9-1 on the last homestand. I'd love to see them carry that momentum into the next homestand as well. If we can go 4-2, that's the goal. 4-2 in the homestand.
Set to step in.
Come on, Adames. Adames is a good road player.
6 at the knees.
Surely you want to be in the playoffs, right, Adames? Surely you want to be in October. Let's see it. Let's prove to me that you want it.
1-1.
If we have another game 162 like we did back in 2011, I might have a heart attack during that game.
Doubled with 2 outs in the 6th and scored again. Taps it foul, 1-2.
Regardless of who makes the playoffs or who misses, A's or Indians or Rays, whoever misses, they're straight up robbed of a playoff spot. Because all 3 of these teams are way better than the NL wildcard teams. Oh, that was a close one. But he called it a ball. Thank God.
Casey
2-2.
Sadler
a team with more wins, or no, I'm sorry, a team with less wins will beat out a team with more wins for the playoffs just because of the way that the leagues work. It's ridiculous. Low full count.
3-2.
Come on, Willie. Willie's got to want it, right? He's a young player. He's motivated. He's a great road player. Surely he wants it, right?
Reeves, Gonsolin, Garcia, Kelly, and now May. And he's starting his second inning.
God damn it!
Swing and miss, will get Adames. Third strikeout.
This pitcher isn't very good, you know.
Well, here it is. Not messing around, going with that sinker.
This is a below average pitcher.
Squeeze it underneath the swing.
Take advantage.
Willie Adames for out number 1.
Well, Kevin Kiermaier will pinch hit for Kendrick.
Oh, yeah. Mister, we're going to go on a tear to end the season. Let me see that tear, KK.
Quick honeycut.
Prove to me that you want to be in the playoffs. Blast a 2-run homer and take the lead right now.
So the Rays 1 on, 1 out in the 8th. Kiermaier was in the starting lineup last night, went 0 for 4. And called upon
Somebody do me a favor. Go find the head-to-head record between the Rays and the Red Sox at Tropicana Field this season and let me know. I would like to know. I can't because I'm live streaming on my phone, so I can't do that. So if somebody could go gather that information and give it to me, I would very much appreciate that.
Sinker down and away, trying to get it to reach, trying to get him to swing over the top of that cutter or at minimum to jam him. I'm sure that's what Rick Honeycutt is out there talking to him about, game planning for the pitch hitter, making sure the defense is properly set.
Let's go, KK.
Well, here's Kiermaier now, 1 on, 1 out against May.
Ball.
Pitch is upstairs.
Strike.
Big cut there. Kiermaier
Shut the fuck up, Johnny.
on that one.
Go Dodgers, my ass.
1 ball, 1
Dude, you
strike.
live in Tampa and you're a Yankees fan, alright? Don't you want the Rays to win so you can watch a playoff game in Tampa? Don't you want that? Shouldn't you root for the Rays since you've already won the division?
Runner takes off, swing and a miss, throw down, and they are going to get
Are you kidding me?
Garcia cut down.
Why would you steal?
Steals second base.
Great. This couldn't be any better.
Scoring position instead, out number 2.
Yeah, you don't see the Rays do this a lot, running when behind.
Why would you even attempt it?
And there he goes. You know, the thing is obviously
This is
he moved
bullshit.
very well for a big man that had a short lead, did not have a very big lead at all. And so that's gonna
Kiermaier, I still want to see a home run from you, dude. And an infield pop-up. Caught. Shit!
Muncy, and the Rays are out in the 8th. They lose the runner, the caught stealing.
You've got 3 more outs to go, Tampa. Make the most of it. Don't get swept to the Dodgers.
Get up to 0% APR for 48 months on the redesigned 2020 Outlander Sport.
This is fucking ridiculous.
time we wanted a classic burger, but we also wanted a spicy chicken sandwich.
Ugh.
Sandwiches for $3.50.
A's and Indians both win 2 days in a row. You're about to lose 2 days in a row. With this loss tonight, if you can't make the most out of these last 3 outs and score at least 1 run and tie the damn game, you're going to be a game behind the Indians for the wild card spot after sweeping them last month. Do you want that? Do you want to lose your wild card spot to a team you went 6-1 against this season? Ray's about to get fucking swept. Yep. Sure are. Take it, it's only a 2-game series, but these last 10 games matter. Every single one of them matter. You have the toughest schedule of the 3 wild card teams remaining. You play the most against above 500 teams. Let's just say the Red Sox this season at the Trop are 7-1. We're screwed. We're not making the playoffs this year. The Rays are 1-7 against the Red Sox at Tropicana Field this year. Well, now it's time for payback. Take at least 3 out of 4, please.
He has put together a very nice season. As you can see, the ERA, very tiny, 2.12. 88 strikeouts against just 13 walks and 63 plus innings.
Well, here is Cody Bellinger. For 3, he doubled to lead off the second and scored
Strike.
the first Los Angeles run of the night. Takes a strike. 44 home runs, 109 runs batted in. Four outfielders for Bellinger, that pitch away. 1. He took advantage of that.
I love how our best reliever pitcher, Nick Anderson, might be the reason that we've lost 2 games this past week. One gave up a 3-run home run in Texas to lose that series. That did not help at all.
And he hits one deep to right. That ball is going to be a fair ball. 45.
God damn it! Whoa! Whoa! That's what the fuck you made me do, Tampa. That's what the fuck you... Right off the pole. 3 more inches to the right, it would have been foul.
Peterson pitches down. Now it's 6-4.
Bellinger, 44 home runs on the season, had not homered since September the 2nd. The Dodgers hadn't homered in their last 3 games.
Well, that was a tee shot. Right down the line. Well, 45 home runs now for Bellinger. Dodgers' all-time home run high is 49. A 2-strike count here. And a swing.
The Rays need 3 runs now. 3 runs to take a lead. It's not looking good right now. AL East champs, I don't give a fuck, dude. I was, from the start of the season, all I cared about was the wild card. I didn't give a damn about the division because I knew damn well the Yankees or Red Sox would win it over the Rays. The Red Sox were surprising, obviously. That was a swing. You suck. From the beginning of the season, all I've cared about was making the wild card. Never had any goals of wanting to win the AL East. All I cared about was winning the wild card. So take your AL East championship for I don't even know how many times you've won it in a row. But take it and shove it up your ass. Because it won't mean shit when you lose to the Astros and the ALCS. That was Bellinger's first home run in 22 games. Not surprised. You're dealing with Emilio Pagan. I get it. He's been good recently. But still, the Rays' bullpen is not good. The only good pitcher in the bullpen, Nick Anderson. Poche sucks. Alvarado sucks. Castillo sucks.
A little close right there, 1-1.
All I'm asking for is to make the wild card. I don't care if you have to play a tiebreaker game versus Cleveland to do so. All I want to see is a wild card spot. That's all I want. I don't care if we lose the wild card. All I want is to see it happen. All I want to see is the Rays in the playoffs. That's all I want to see. Regardless, the Rays deserve to make the playoffs over any of the NL wildcard teams. Nationals, Cubs, Brewers, the Rays are better than all 3 of those teams, and it's by like 8 or 9 wins. That's the difference. And the sad reality, the Rays will likely miss the playoffs, but 2 of those teams who are shittier than the Rays will make the playoffs. That's the sad reality of it. Rays choking big time in the last month. Yeah, you don't say. Or dominant.
Defense was alive. You wondered
2 outs.
if anybody could find
Nobody
it
on.
down, and Adames did.
Could you imagine being burned on that defense for the 2nd time in this ball game? But really, Adames there to save the day, coming from his shallow right.
Johnny, do the Rays a favor. Please. Let us sweep you on this upcoming 2-game series to make up for this Dodgers series. Help us out. Help us out.
And then you've got your outfielders.
You've been beating us to a pulp all year.
Give Willie a half again.
They had a ground ball, and it's going to go through the right side.
Yeah, Emilio Pagan sucks.
With only 2 defenders.
Thankfully, there's 2 outs.
Has a good shot of getting through, and Seager has himself ahead.
You're not kidding. And I mean, there's really no.
Cameron Quinn, you're a Yankees fan.
Willie Adames.
We want to win the AL East. All right, cool. I don't care. Win the AL East. All I care about as a Rays fan is being in the playoffs. I don't care if it takes a game 162 or a game 163 tiebreaker to do so. I want nothing more than to see my team in the playoffs for the first time in 6 years. That's all I care about. Take the division. I don't care. Like I said, my focus was never force out. We're going to the 9th inning. The Rays are down to the last 3 outs. As I said earlier, I've never been focused once this season on winning the division. I've been focused on making the playoffs in general. It's just frustrating. You have the best April of any team in the majors. You have an outstanding May, one of the best in the majors. You have a top 3 record in the majors for the first 2 months of the season. And then June comes around, you absolutely suck in June. I don't want to know what our June record was. It was probably like 10-20. It wasn't good at all. So we lost a lot of ground in June. And then July, we were still recovering. We still, in July, we probably finished that month 500. We probably went 15-15 that month. And then August, we finally started playing good again. And so August was a good month, the first good month since May for the Rays. And September so far has been good leading up to losing a series to the Texas Rangers.
A little movement fuels life's joyful moments. The orthopedic experts at Advent Health.
Sweep the Stros, please.
Your elbow, knee, and shoulder too.
What do you mean sweep the Stros? We don't play them anymore. If Rays make it to the wild card, playing in Oakland, you have to hope they're not playing in Oakland. Yeah, Oakland is a really good home team. And so, obviously, the only hope the Rays would have in winning that one-game wild card in Oakland is if you started the game with Charlie Morton, and then when Charlie Morton finally starts to wear out, you relieve him. You go all out. You relieve him with Blake Snell, and then you relieve him with Tyler Glasnow. That's what you need to do. You got to go all out if you want to make a playoff run. Because honestly, the Rays pitching is a lot better. The Rays starting pitching is a lot better than Oakland's starting pitching. So, if the offense shows up in that one-game wild card versus the Athletics in Oakland, if the offense shows up, scores at least, say, 4 runs, then I trust our pitching to get it done. If you start the game with Charlie Morton and whatever. But you can't be relieving Charlie Morton with bullpen guys. You have to relieve Charlie Morton with, like, Blake Snell or Tyler Glasnow. You have to relieve starters with starters. It's a one-game wild card. If you lose, your season's over. You have to go all out in that game. Austin Meadows starts it off. Meadows has been playing good. He's one of the hottest players in baseball right now. It was a ball. This umpire is awful. Calls balls, strikes, and strikes balls.
Are you kidding me? I mean, how many times has he been put in an initial hole with pitches that are not strikes?
Yeah, Meadows must have kicked his dog or something. I'm telling you.
Seriously.
Every at-bat, it's been like that. Pitch is down. Now 1-1.
Jim Jansen has that little cut fastball that he comes with, and I mean, you know, his usage.
And yes, Cameron, the Rays are better than the Indians, but there's a difference in the divisions. The difference is
can you do anything with it?
Cleveland gets to play the Royals and the Tigers and the White Sox several times a season. I think they're all in the same division. Yeah, they are. They are. And the Rays have to play the Red Sox and the Yankees.
That's a dangerous pitch to Austin Meadows. He's a real good inside fastball.
If Rays lose, Yankees clinch. Cool. I don't even know why you're so focused on the Rays losing tonight, because the Yankees are going to clinch. There's no way they don't, okay? So, whether the Rays win or lose tonight, at some point you're going to clinch, and it doesn't. I think for you to not clinch, you have to lose out and the Rays have to win out. And that's never happened before, ever, in the history of baseball, so it's not going to happen this year either. You've got Austin Meadows and Tommy Pham to start the inning, the top of the lineup. Let's see if they want it. Oh, pop up. 1 out.
Meadows lines to right to begin the ninth.
Now all you can do is hit the ball hard. And Austin Meadows juice that breaking ball to right field.
Every day I'm losing more and more hope in the Rays. Like,
Your last couple of outs.
I'm starting to get a strong feeling we're going to miss the playoffs this year. And it sucks. It's sad.
Driven in 2 runs, has scored a run.
There's so many games this season that you can look back on that go into the wild card factor. First one I can think about is blowing a 9-2 lead in Toronto and losing. Second one I can think of is blowing a 2-run lead, giving up a 3-run walk-off home run against Oakland earlier this year. You had 1 out in the 9th, and you gave up a 3-run walk-off home run. That one hurt. That one hurt. And I knew as soon as that happened, that might matter at the end of this season. And right now it's looking like it matters a lot.
89 and 63. The Rays in danger of falling a half game back of either wild
Need to win 6 of the next 9 if we lose tonight. You sure about that? 6 and 6. Oh yeah, 6 and 3. 6 and 3. I'd prefer 7 and 2, honestly. Because I wrote this down yesterday. Minimum to make playoffs, in my opinion, is 7 and 3. So, and that's in the final 10 games of the season. So if you lose tonight, now you're going to have to go 7 and 2. And that's going to be really hard to do, considering the fact that you're playing 4 games against the Red Sox and 2 versus the Yankees, teams who have been killing you in your house all season long. See, Pham wants it. There's a single. Now all it takes is 1 swing of the bat to tie the game.
And so the Rays will get the potential tying run to the plate. And Matt Duffy.
Who do you think is going to the World Series in your predictions?
Well as anybody.
Really, probably Astros, Dodgers.
Pitch doesn't quite get there, and Tommy does a great job of just staying right on it. Don't pull off of it, stay right into it. And that shoots that ball the other way.
Well, that is the
No, in my opinion, the Astros are better than the Yankees. I'm not saying that because
second this year.
the Yankees are in the same division as the Rays. I truly believe the Astros have a better team.
Duffy moved to first.
And if the Yankees beat the Astros and go to the World Series over the Astros, that wouldn't surprise me either. I'm just saying, I think the World Series is going to be the Astros and Dodgers again. Boring.
On the 18th against the Baltimore Orioles, that included a home run. 3 singles, a double, and 2 runs batted in tonight.
Come on, Duffy.
Coming in. 1-0 the count to Duffy.
Damn it. Cubs, Braves. Okay, any dark horses? Braves for sure. The Braves are a well-built team. They're a really good team. They have potential to go really far. Why not the Rays World Series? As much of a dream come true that would be, it's not going to happen. All I want to see is us make the playoffs. That's the goal for this season, in my opinion, is making the playoffs, being an October team. That's really all I care about. And the Rays have dealt with so many injuries this year. I think only 2 of our players have been healthy all year. I don't even want to talk about what the Rays need to do to be in a World Series until we step up our game here in the final 10 games of the regular season and make the playoffs. Rays will make the playoffs. Great team. Yeah, they are a great team, but 2 of our best pitchers have both been injured for multiple months this season. Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow, 2 of our best pitchers. 2 of the best pitchers in the MLB, both been injured for an immense amount of time. That doesn't help at all. That's... All right, Pham's fast. He stole second. Yankees have really been hit with injuries too. Yeah, and the fact that you kept winning with all those injuries was really, really impressive. That was really crazy to me. But like that was like Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge, right? I don't know how your pitching injuries were, but for the Rays, I mean, our injuries have been our best pitchers who just happen to be some of the best pitchers in the majors. And that hurts. We have our potential Rookie of the Year, Brandon Lau, out for the season. He would have been a huge addition to the Rays. He would have been a huge, not addition. He would have been a huge help had he stayed healthy. Matt Duffy missed the whole first half of this. Yeah, Chirinos too. Chirinos is also injured. And Chirinos is one of those guys where he could suck or he could be an elite pitcher. It doesn't, like, he's one of those, like, I don't know. You don't know injuries unless you're a Yankees fan? Nah. You don't know injuries until you're a Rays fan, dude. Do you have a favorite football team? Kansas City Chiefs. Nope. Full count. Morton was a starting pitcher that didn't start the season in the minors for about a month. Yeah. Severino, Chapman, German this time. Everyone in the Yankees starting lineup has been injured. Well, I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know. Chiefs-Rams Super Bowl. I don't think the Chiefs will get past the Patriots in the playoffs this year, and I only say that because the Patriots have Antonio Brown. Unless Tom Brady or Brown gets injured, I don't see the Chiefs getting past the Patriots in the AFC Championship. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Falls Cowboys? Who's Falls? Not having Blake Snell sucked. Yeah. Yeah, Blake Snell was gone for 2 months. Glasnow was out for 4 months, I think. Or at least 3. It's brutal. And our bullpen at times in the season have gone a long amount of time with just being utter shit. And painful to watch. We've had so many bullpen leads blown. All right, there's a walk. 2 guys on. 1 swing of the bat takes the lead. That's all it takes. 1 dinger out the park. That's all it takes to take the lead here. Who wants it? Oh, okay. You set the record for most players on the IL list in a single season, like 30. Oh, Jesus, that's brutal. But the Rays, I think, like I said, have only had 2 players this year who haven't been on the injured list at some point in the season. That's like Willie Adames and I want to say Tommy Pham. Okay. Statistically speaking, the Rays have one of the best bullpens this season. Okay, yes, but that month of June, they were blowing lead after lead after lead after lead, and it was so many walk-offs.
A hit and a walk with 1 out.
Yeah, think about this. Kenley Jansen has not been sharp. Even the out this inning was a rocket by Meadows.
How many outs? 1 out. We have 2 guys on.
Strike approach by Pham. The walk of Duffy. Gotta cash it in though.
Joy 0 for 3 with
Come on. Bring some Choi to the world, G-Man Choi.
16 home runs on the year. First time he has faced Jansen here.
Strike.
He takes a strike on the
How many outs for the Rays game? It's 1 out, 9th inning. Jansen blows. Hope so. Dodgers are not an overrated team. They're going to go farther again this year. I mean, they've been in 2 straight World Series. It's hard to not predict a third for them. Strike 2. Fuck.
How often does it seem
I-
Joey starts with an 0-2 count?
And this is when he goes into battle.
They're not going to blow it. I think the Rays have lost this game. I mean, it's so frustrating.
Rays trying to pull something out here in the 9th inning. Down by 2, 2 men on, 1 out. At the moment, they share the second wild card spot with Cleveland.
A team we're 6-1 against this
The
season.
pitch.
Oh!
The body language on Johnson. Yeah.
See, that should have been strike 3 called.
Played a strike all night.
That couldn't have been a better thrown pitch by Jansen in the bottom right corner.
Reverse pivot to bring a guy up. And for
But the umpire called it a ball for whatever reason. I find it hard to believe the Dodgers would blow this. If they do, they'll find a way to walk it off. Yeah, they probably will. I agree, American League is better than National League. No shit. A 90-win team is going to miss the playoffs, whether it's the Rays, Indians, or Athletics. One of those 90-win teams will miss the playoffs, and that's ridiculous.
So the 1-2, and a fly ball is
Drop. All right. Pham's at third. 1 run scores. 6-5. Guys on second and third. 1 out.
The Rays have 2 men in scoring position, down by a run.
Athletics are not missing the playoffs. Athletics are not missing the playoffs. It's going to be the Rays or Indians who miss it. Holy shit, dude. My heart is just pounding right now.
I'll tell you, he could have easily have been rung up that pitch before. And instead, turns it into a hit. Speed of Davis gets him to third.
Second and third now. And
Please, all we need is a sacrifice fly to tie this game. Travis d'Arnaud is up. He's 1 for 4 tonight. He drove in an RBI. He drove in a run in the first inning of this game.
Where they are with his clutch hitting.
Don't jinx it, Dwayne, please.
From the Dodgers.
All we need is a sacrifice fly.
Second and third. Rays down by a run, 1 out.
All we need is a sacrifice fly to tie the game. Foul ball. When is Boston going to be eliminated? Pretty soon.
The Rays now 5 runs.
Sometime in like the next 2 or 3 days, or maybe even tonight. I don't know. I don't know how many more losses they need or how many more wins the Rays need. I'm a Rockies fan. I know we sucked this season. That surprised me, honestly. Because the Rockies were in the playoffs last year. Now they have one of the worst records in the NL. I don't know what happened, but it surprised me.
And a fly ball.
Deep sack fly. Johnny Davis going home. We're tied. Oh my God, we're tied.
6-6 as Darno delivers.
Can you believe this?
6-6 ball game.
I can't believe this. We have just tied it. We have a runner in scoring position at second base.
Just get that ball into the outfield and guarantee yourself of tying it up. You did just that. Deep enough.
We just tied it.
This could be an interesting battle looming now as Joey.
Which bullpen pitcher will blow it in the bottom of the inning? I don't know.
Joey at second, 2 outs.
Joey Wendell.
And Wendell takes a strike.
Please drive in. G-Man Choi.
The Rays have scored 2 in the ninth.
Come on, Joey, you want it. I know you do.
Wendell ground ball right.
Ah, right to the shift. Right to the shift.
The third of first, and the Rays are out in the ninth.
Oh, that hurts.
Pick up 2 runs.
That hurts.
6-6.
Do I ever miss Sergio Romo? Yeah, I do miss Sergio Romo. He was a solid pitcher with the Rays. Yankees just want to clinch, make it easy for us. Yeah, I know it's going to happen eventually. It doesn't matter how the Rays could win out in these last 10 games. You're still going to win the division. So all we want is a wild card spot, man. You're going to get the division. It doesn't need to be tonight. You're going to get it either way. It doesn't need to be tonight.
Which allows us to really formulate a relationship with an entire family that's
You got voice to be a broadcaster coming from a Dodger fan. That's a first. Thank you. I appreciate that. Back to your who gives an F about the Yankees clinching today? Don't worry. It's just about getting home field advantage at this point. Yeah. I would love for the Rays to go to the playoffs. I would too, man. I want nothing more than to see my Rays at least in one wild card game. That's all I care about. All right. What? What pitch? So somebody asked, what pitcher? Is gonna blow it in the ninth inning. Let's find out. I don't know if I've gotten the notification yet, but let me see if I can find that out.
Joey Darno picking up runs batted in at the top of the ninth. Joey's base hit to left center. Scored Pham in the sacrifice fly.
Who's pitching? I don't know.
Runner from third. Darno tied the game.
If it's Colin Poche, consider this game over. Rays have lost if it is Colin Poche.
For the runner, Daniel Robertson will take over.
Daniel Robertson playing at third base now. Okay, does anybody know where Eric Sogard has been?
Back to the mound.
Oh, it's Pagan. They're keeping Pagan in.
Kevin Lux will be the first man he faces.
Please take this to extras, dude.
For 2.
Ray's gonna go to the playoffs and only get eliminated during the wild card game. Hey, I don't care. As long as we're in the playoffs, that's all I care about. Do Indians have a tough schedule? Rays and Indians have pretty much the same difficulty of schedule, except the Rays have one extra game against teams that are above 500, so it's pretty close. And I saw a comment here. Rays deserve to be in the playoffs. To be fair, all 3 of these wild card teams deserve to be in the playoffs. All 3 of these wild card teams are going to have 90 or more wins. And so and the NL wild card games or the NL wild card teams are not going to have 90 wins. So whoever misses out in the American League is getting robbed. You guys are asking me to show the game. I would love to. But I'm not trying to get copyrighted. I don't want this stream taken down. Yeah, I would love to. Trust me. But YouTube is strict. Really strict.
Lux bounces it the other way. Pitcher spot for the Dodgers in the number 1 position.
Indians shouldn't. They had team to be top 3 in their division, but haven't been playing to their full potential. Yeah, there's a good chance for a game 163 Rays versus Indians tie. If it comes down to that, I like the Rays in that game because we're 6-1 against the Indians this season. We swept them in a 3-game series at the Trop, beat them 3 out of 4 in Cleveland. So I like that matchup if it happens.
Lux. That's the fly ball. Short center. Garcia is there.
That's one out.
The catch.
It's one out.
One away here in the bottom.
Whew. position they're in now is just sad to see. It should be top 6 teams from the AL and top 6 from the NL make it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It is so ridiculous to me how only 10 teams make the playoffs. I think it should be 12. Because that way, there's no good teams getting robbed of the playoffs. Take this year, for example. A good team, whether it's the Rays, Indians, or Athletics, will miss the playoffs. And they're getting robbed. Which player are you rocking with the nice jersey? I don't have a player on this jersey. It's really hard to get players to the Rays because they're constantly getting rid of players left and right. I mean, you're only safe with like 2 or 3 guys on the Rays right now. That's Kevin Kiermaier, Brandon Lau, Blake Snell. That's about it. Every other guy could be traded at any given moment. So I had the same problem last 2 years with the Yankees in the Wildcard game. Yeah. Plot twist, they all finished with the true same record. Rays versus Indians for game 163, and then their game could be 164 because they would all have the same record. I think it's whoever has the best head-to-head versus both teams gets that first wildcard spot, and then the remaining 2 teams have to play each other in a game 163.
How about that 9th inning of Kenley Jansen, a game that did not look good after Bellinger hit that home run.
In the olden 2 outs. In the olden days, only 4 teams made it with like 30-ish teams. Oh Jesus. I think the MLB should shorten the season to 132 games and expand the playoffs to 16 teams. 16 is a bit much because the only 2 leagues that have 16 teams in the playoffs is the NBA and the NHL, and those playoffs last like 2.5 months. It takes forever. I like the fact that the MLB playoffs only last 1 month, and I like that because it gets over with fast, and then I get to focus on football because football's back in action. But I think that they should definitely add more wildcard teams. Strike one. Rockies versus Cubs. Wildcard as low-key was low-key garbage. Yeah, yeah. I'm still in disbelief the Rays actually tied this game. What if an NFL team did a best-of-3 series in their playoffs? You can't do that. The sport is so hard on the body. You just can't do that unless you want to play. If it goes to 3 games, it's going to take 3 weeks in between. I mean, strike 2. Okay. Also want the MLB to implement a salary cap of $200 million and a salary floor of $100 million. I could agree with that. I just want the MLB to implement a salary cap. That's all I care about. Because it's insane to me how the Yankees spend like $200 million every year. The Rays get like $60 million. It's so hard to compete with that.
2-strike pitch is down and away, 1-2.
Start the playoffs in August, September. Yeah, I think the playoffs, I would love to see maybe a shortened season and start the playoffs throughout September so that way when the playoffs are over, you have more football to watch. That's what I like. Oh! Someone strike him down! 3 up, 3 down. We're going into extra innings. This is a wild game. You're also in a much smaller market. It's not like they're pulling money from nowhere. That's basic economics. You base yourself in a bigger market, you're going to make more money. Yeah, well, yeah, but you look at the NFL, right? Both New York teams suck. But you have smaller market teams like, let's say, for example, Jacksonville, the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 seasons ago, they made the AFC Championship. Why is that? It's because every team has the same amount of money to spend. It's called a salary cap, and it makes the league even between every team, regardless of how big or small your market is. And that's the one issue I have with baseball, is they don't have that said salary cap. And
Well, let's take it to the ninth inning.
yeah, Kansas City, I mean, they're a small market too, and they are going to be a good football team for like 10 years now, for like 10 straight years. And that's because, guess what? They get to re-sign their good players because there's a thing called a salary cap. You get to spend the same money as everybody else. And the MLB, when you look at the Royals, for example, small market team, they made 2 straight World Series. As soon as they won it, they had to blow everything up because they couldn't afford to repay their players. It's a luxury tax. Yeah, but the Yankees and Dodgers and Cubs, they have so much money that they don't care about the luxury tax. They'll happily pay it. What didn't the Yankees owner literally say? Oh shit, hold on. The new pitcher coming in for the Dodgers has... The stats went away, but he's only played 5 games for the Dodgers this season. Anyways, it wasn't the Yankees owner that literally said, if I have to spend well over the luxury cap to make my team competitive, I'll do that. I think George Steinbrenner literally said that. Do you think Jalen finishes the year with the Jags? I hope. Base hit, Avisail Garcia. Base hit, Avisail Garcia. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I don't watch football, but not all the money is guaranteed, right? No. Jalen, I want him. I want the Chiefs to make a move for Jalen. Even if it's just a 1-year rental, the Chiefs' defense is so ass. You need somebody like Jalen Ramsey.
Spores has been up a number of times. This is his 5th stint this year with the Dodgers.
Yeah. It can also screw players out of their money. Look at the NHL, for example. The salary cap is like $73 million. This is a growing sport, becoming one of the more popular. Yeah. Well, I enjoy that the NHL has a salary cap because every year you don't know who's going to win it. It could be a big market or a small market. You just don't know. In baseball, every year you expect the Dodgers to make a deep playoff run. You expect the Yankees to win the division again. You expect the Cubs to make the playoffs again. And that's because these are all big markets and they have the money to re-sign their players and they get to spend it every single year. And every single year, as a result, they make the playoffs. I don't care that the Cubs win 100 years without winning a World Series. Fact of the matter is that they make the playoffs mostly every year or every other year. Dodgers ERA is a 9.00. I think this guy's ERA is a 9.00. So hopefully the Rays can take advantage of it.
Michael Perez on deck.
The only people against the salary cap are big market fans, Yankee fans, Dodgers fans. It's understandable. All right, it's okay. It's okay. 1-2. You're not out yet. Pitcher, I forgot put that in there.
24-20 in 5 minor league seasons, with an earned run average a little over 3.5.
Fastball, slider, curveball. You see the over-the-top delivery, good velocity. See that pitch being very effective, that fastball up in the zone.
So this year in Oklahoma City,
I'm wondering, do you get good deals on jerseys? I check eBay pretty frequently, and then whenever I see a good deal pop up, I'll usually get it if it's one I don't have and I like. So I get some of my jerseys for cheap on eBay. Because the jersey business on eBay, it's not very big. So that's why Rams moved to LA and the Chargers jumped.
Adames behind in the count.
Yeah. I did not know about that. Why are the Raiders moving to Vegas? Vegas is a great city for that. 2-2. Look, Oakland is a shithole. I've been there twice in the last 3 weeks, and they shouldn't have any major teams. And they're losing 2 next year. They're losing the Warriors, who are going across the bay to San Francisco, and they're losing the Raiders, who are going to Vegas. So now all they're going to have is the Athletics.
Ground ball, second base. Alex second and first from the 4-6-3 double play.
Seriously, Willie? Do you want it or not? Double play. Now we've got nobody on base with 2 outs.
Now you just wait for the flip. He comes across the bag. Seager becomes pretty routine at that point, and the Dodgers a big double.
Who's pitching? I don't know. Spores. Boars. SBORZ. Rays Sunday home game, baby blues are the best uniforms in baseball. I agree with that. I'm a huge fan of my Raiders, and sucks to see how bad it is. Yeah, your stadium is not a good stadium. And if you build that new Howard Terminal Stadium, I wouldn't be opposed to that, just because the Athletics already have built so much history in Oakland. And so, like, if you stay there and build that actual nice stadium, cool. I'm fine with that. But I'm also fine if you move out of Oakland.
Up in the bullpen for the Rays.
Just because it's like a crime-filled city, it's... Go live on Periscope. People still use Periscope? Sucks more to see 2 iconic teams leave and left the A's, but at least they're doing good. Yeah. Come on. Oh, it's Michael Perez is up? Michael Perez?
2-1.
Michael Perez. We're going into the bottom of the inning, and it's going to be tied 6-6. Do you think the Raiders purposely lost the Super Bowl to the Bucks? I don't know. I was like 2 years old back then.
What we saw here tonight, not very sharp, very predictable at the same
The Raider
time.
Nation will fly out Vegas when they're at home. Yeah. I think, Black Hole will stay just as crazy. Sucks more to I live in Houston, can't watch the game. Damn.
Question, and they may not say it publicly, but there has to be concern.
Yep. Now the Dodgers can walk it off. Who's coming in now? Maybe you leave Paganin. If I were Kevin Cash, I leave Emilio Paganin. Willie Adames on that double play ground ball. That hurts so bad. That hurts, man. You got the leadoff runner at first with no outs, and you ground into a double play. That hurts. Please tell me Poche isn't actually coming into the game. How many innings has Paganin pitched? He's usually good for 6 outs. He's pitched 2 innings now. It's going to be 11 and 12, brother. I'm telling you. 9 outs is pushing it. Yeah. Ellie walk off. Man, I've got Dodgers fans coming in this chat, bro. You guys have already clinched your division. Help us out. We're trying to make the playoffs, man. Just help us out.
Alex made the move to the broadcast booth as part of the school's 2-time national champion broadcast program, CCNN, where he currently serves as a play-by-play announcer for all varsity sports. Community service is paramount to Alex, too. He volunteered for a coach for the Boys and Girls Club and participated on a mission trip to the Dominican Republic with the Blue Missions Group. With graduation right around the corner, Alex has his sights set on majoring in broadcast journalism next year.
If Poche is coming in, this game is over. If you watch John Gruden Super Bowl mic'd up, his defensive players say they running what you say. I don't know.
Rays and the Dodgers moving into the bottom of the 10th of this game, tied 6-6. Rays will be headed home, opening their final homestand of the
So,
year Friday night.
the first game of the Red Sox series coming up, Charlie Morton is playing, so you have to win that. You have to win that game. If you can't win at home against a non-playoff team with Charlie Morton starting, you don't deserve to make the playoffs. So this Friday game is a must-win for the Rays. What's the batting order for the three coming up right now? Oh, it's Colin Poche. It's Colin Poche. We lost. It doesn't matter who's due up for the Dodgers. We lost because it's Colin Poche's pitching.
And I'll tell you, every pitch at this point becomes huge.
Someone tell Poche to not blow a game. Chris Taylor is batting. It's 3-4-5 batting. I don't know who's after Chris Taylor, but Chris Taylor's starting off the inning. This is gonna be a first pitch home run. Oh, first pitch he tried. First pitch strike. That it. Okay, people who want Kevin Cash fired don't know baseball. Kevin Cash is a top 10 manager in the league. Yup, base hit on the second pitch and throw. It's hard to have faith, man, when Colin Poche is pitching. So now you've got the winning run on base with 0 outs. Austin Pruitt. He's been good this month. I would much rather see Austin Pruitt than Colin Poche. Ball. Trust people in LA want Roberts gone. A few more bad games here. The Rays could lose Cash to a bigger market team. See Joe Madden. Yes, that's the thing. It's like Kevin Cash is consistently given a roster with the lowest payroll, and he's finding ways to win 90 games. What more do you want from him? Because as soon as we fire him and he goes to a big market team and wins a World Series, you're going to be like, oh, well, how come he couldn't do that in Tampa? It's because every year he's been given $62 million of worth of players. I'm sorry, I can't show the TV. Copyright issues. Walk off right here. Yeah, I want to be surprised. Colin Poche sucks. Oh, no way, dude. Double play? Double play? That play at first, though, was close, though. That's surprising. I thought he just gave up another base hit. Poche is lucky. I thought that was going to be a base hit. Yeah, exactly. If you fire Kevin Cash, you're going to regret it within the first month of the next season. And I'm constantly seeing the Rays Twitter blown up by Rays fans saying, fire Cash, fire Cash, fire. What do you want him to do? He makes mistakes. Every manager makes mistakes. All right, see you, Baseball King. It's a pleasure having you here. Ramsey signed with the Chiefs. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. That would be a dream come true. I'm not buying it. And that's the third out. We're going 11 innings. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I hope the Dodgers keep this pitcher in. I hope they keep that dude with the 9 ERA in.
I had reached a plateau. I needed to then reinvent myself. I needed the next tool to be able to move, and that tool was having an MBA. Kaiser's on my program.
Yeah, Mojo Jams. I wasn't going to believe you. You've been trying to troll me tonight already. Yeah, exactly. I've watched you in the comments, Mojo Jams. You've been trying to troll me multiple times tonight. I'm not buying anything you say. Let's see if I can connect my phone to a charger here. I think this charger doesn't charge as fast as it. I think my phone dies faster than this charger charges, but
Attention, if you owe money to the IRS, they're cracking down this year by garnishing paychecks and seizing assets. Don't let tax debt destroy your life. Call Optima Tax Relief. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative.
Okay, let's see what we can do here with the charger. It's gonna be hard to display this. Where are you watching the game at? At home in Tampa.
To get you the best deal possible. Call for a free consultation. Call 800-317-2884.
Oh shit. That's gonna be hard to balance. Okay, it's crooked, but I'm not. Ramsey's asking price is too steep. I heard Jags want 2 number 1s. Chiefs only have like 15 million in cap space, so I don't think we'd be able to afford Ramsey unless we traded a guy on a bigger contract. Bigger contract. They changed it. Won the first rounder. Did the game end? No, we are in 11 innings now.
Goes Rios. Taylor, who'd been in left, goes over to play center.
Nope, we are in the 11th inning.
And Bellinger, who was in center, goes over to play
Oh
right.
shit! Hold on.
So all of that in the 11th inning. And Austin Meadows leads
Oh,
off
we got the top of the lineup to start the inning. I like it. I like it a lot.
Another opportunity here for Austin Meadows to lengthen his hitting streak.
This is annoying as hell. Trying to. Seriously? It's so hard to display this. How long will it continue? It's baseball. It could go 10 more minutes. It can go 10 more hours. It's so hard to set this up.
Fairbanks up in the bullpen.
We're gonna leave it like that. All right. Yeah, their 9 ERA pitcher is still pitching. Meadows is 0 for 4. Come on. Meadows home run. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Rays take the lead. Rays take the lead. 7-6. Austin Meadows, you called it. Chris, did you just called it?
He was set up for that pitch. Yeah, you get a couple of those good fast.
Rays take the lead.
Then you say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and drop that breaking ball down to the bottom. And look at this. Good depth. He just goes.
You can't shut out Meadows all night, baby. He was 0 for 4. He's too hot, man.
Does it in fine fashion.
Tommy Pham lifting a foul ball back and out of play.
What just happened?
To the 11th, but boy, what a big hit that is for Austin Meadows.
Well, will it end now? It'll end if the Rays strike out the Dodgers 3 more times. Or get 3 more outs before they score.
And now Tommy Pham has
Pittsburgh's GM should not have a job. Yeah, I agree. That I mean,
he has had.
to give up Meadows and Glass now and another prospect on top of that just for Chris Archer.
He's been on base 5 times.
I mean, think about the price you would have to pay for Tyler Glasnow and Austin Meadows now. Now you would have to give up a star pitcher and like 3 draft picks.
There, got it up the left field line. That drove in Austin Meadows.
Probably more than that now.
Swinging bunt. And he just out-hustles the defense.
Pham wants this.
The other way, 2 strikes on him. I'll tell you, Tommy Pham, he has come to play.
And another base hit for Tommy Pham. That's going to be extra bases.
Extra bases coming for Pham. That's
0 outs, double by Tommy Pham.
5 for 5 tonight on base for the 6th time. And now he's in scoring position. First 5-hit game of Tommy Pham's career.
Boy, the night after, he talks about, hey, as a team, we got to realize that it's all about today. It is all about the here and the now. We can't worry about tomorrow. And everything is magnified.
Don't predict that You know what? If Fairbanks, I think we're bringing in Pruitt next though.
I'll take a couple drops of those too.
First career 5-hit game for Tommy Pham.
There's Daniel Robertson. Now the Rays have an opportunity to add to this.
Daniel Robertson pinch hitting. He's been pretty okay recently. Pham had a 5-hit game. You can't tell me he doesn't want to be in the playoffs.
Robertson.
Why are you? I'm a fan of Tampa sports. I'm naturally skeptical. Yankees are making it to the World Series. Okay, yeah, they might. They probably will, actually. It's either you or the Astros, in my opinion. All I care about as a Rays fan is making the playoffs. That's what I would consider a successful season this year.
You have him bunting again, and he bunts foul.
Stop trying to bunt, bro.
And now it's 0-2.
Trying to get that bunt up the third base side. Going to force Jerko to make the play, trying to get that runner to third, less than 2, and extend his lead. Well, now here with 2 strikes, you get an opportunity to drive it in yourself.
Slow. Blocked by Smith. Home run here to begin this inning by Austin Meadows, extending his hitting streak to 16, giving the Rays the lead.
The Rays are fighters, dude. This fight back is incredible. I can't believe they're at the point they're at right now. Chris Archer 2019 stats: 3-9 with a 5.19 ERA. Yep.
Robertson fouls it back.
Chris Archer was never good. He was always overrated from his first start.
Cleveland won.
How did Tampa feel about Longoria? Oh, everybody hated that trade, dude. Everybody I knew was pissed off, depressed. Literally every Rays fan I've ever met was not a fan of that Longoria trade. It worked in the Rays' favor because he had like a below average season with the Giants last year, but still, everybody hated to see our franchise guy go. Oh, he bobbled it! And it still got it out. All right, you know what? 1 out, guy at third. 1 out. 1 out, and Pham is at third. If MLB did fantasy draft and the Rays had first pick, who would you take? Mike Trout.
So the runner advances. Pham at third base.
Do you wish the Rays can get a new stadium? Absolutely. Absolutely, I would love to see the... I have no problem with Tropicana Field other than its location. The only thing wrong with it is its location. It's far away from downtown Tampa. It's an hour drive with traffic. It's a one-way in, one-way out bridge across the bay. And it's a pain in the ass to get there. So if you built Tropicana Field all over again, but instead it being in downtown Tampa, I would easily go from 10 games a year to 20, 25 games a year. That's just how much of a difference it would be. The only problem I have with Tropicana is the location. So absolutely, I want the Rays to get a new stadium as long as it's in downtown Tampa. G-Man Choi. Strike 2.
Well, here he is again, down 2 strikes. In a typical G-Man Choi fashion, he's had 2 strike counts of one kind or another in every at-bat tonight. Got down 1 and 2 in the ninth and single homer run.
Did you hear about the California passing law for college athletes to be paid while attending school and playing? I did not hear about that. That's ridiculous if that's true. Come on, we need to bring Pham home. Let's get this insurance here. One ball, 2 strikes.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah. Look, Stu's not the richest MLB owner.
Scores pitcher number 9 for the Dodgers.
So I mean, there's not a whole lot he can do, but
The 11th inning.
and it's not Stu Sternberg not paying for a stadium. It's the city of Tampa not helping us. The city of Tampa wants nothing to do with the Rays building a new stadium in Tampa, and they're not giving any money at all. And it's just something you hate to see. But Tampa recently elected a new mayor, Jane Castor, and she says that she's going to do everything she can to bring the Rays to Tampa. So I hope she stays true to that and does everything she can to get the Rays in Tampa. And that is deep. It is caught. It is far enough to bring Pham home. 8-6 Tampa Bay. Woo! Rays now have a 2-run lead over the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Started in the 9th inning, and then here, Austin Meadows, a great job with 2 strikes on a breaking ball down in the zone. Tommy Pham, after getting a visit from Mark Vincent, the trainer, out there some eye drops.
See, I think pretty soon, if it hasn't happened already, the Rays have to sign a new TV contract with Fox Sports. And it's going to bring in a lot of money for Tampa. A lot more than they're currently getting on their current contract. Yes, it is very awesome to be playing meaningful baseball in September. It hasn't been like that in a couple years. Fire Robert. And see, that's the thing. If the Rays blow this lead, you're going to see fire Cash comments. And I don't agree with that at all.
1-1.
Travis d'Arnaud is up to bat, by the way. Yes, Dodgers could care less because they already clinched. They should care less. You know what they should do next inning? They should say, I want to go home and see my kids. That's what they should say. They should just give it little to no effort. Say, you know what? We've already clinched. There's no reason to try and come back. I want to go home and get some rest. You know, that's what they should say.
With 8 runs on 14 hits tonight.
That's what they should do.
Dodgers 6 runs, 10 hits.
Will the Rays re-sign d'Arnaud? His price has gone way. I don't see it happening. The Rays hardly ever sign large contract extensions. Hardly ever happens.
That sacrifice of the 9th that tied the game.
Do you think the Rays should keep or trade Kiermaier? Absolutely. I think we should. No, I'm sorry. No. I said that wrong. Absolutely not. I think because of he is an under-average batter. He's not a very good batter. But his defense makes up for it. And so that's the only reason that we should keep him. So absolutely keep Kiermaier around. Pruitt and Fairbanks in the bullpen. Fairbanks is might just be the worst pitcher on the Rays. You think it's funny to see Harper and Manny getting paid so much and neither making the All-Star teams this year?
What a night for Tommy Pham.
Yeah, it is funny.
5-hit night. He's been on base 6 times.
Yes, he is the best fielding outfielder in the league. I mean, I'd say behind Mike Trout, he's the best defensive player in the league. And there's a ground ball. That's going to be the 3rd out. So now all we need is for either Pruitt or Fairbanks to close this out. This has been a hell of a game, folks. Would be hella dope if you had a mirror behind you so we can see the game. Sorry. All right, let's see if our bullpen can save this for us. I'm not very confident, to be honest. I have confidence if Pruitt comes in. I don't have confidence if Fairbanks comes in. Who would you give the MVPs and Cy Youngs to this year? Cy Young, I don't really know much about the National League, so I'm only going to name American League. MVP in the American League, Mike Trout, although he's injured and missing the last 10 games of the season. Cy Young, easily Justin Verlander.
Only pay for what you need.
Yeah, this pitching staff is not going to strike out. Pruitt and Fairbanks, they're not going to strike out. We're going to have to win off ground balls or pop-ups. You say Judge because you're a Yankees fan. Judge has not been that good of a... I mean, I'm not going to say he's not a good player. He's a great player. But I've seen way more Mike Trout highlights than I have Aaron Judge this year. And Aaron Judge also has missed a majority of the season on injuries. So there's that.
Changing your plans. Nothing runs like a deer. Run with us. Search John Deere 1 Series for more. Get your 1 Series for just $99 a month at your John Deere dealer.
See every catch wherever you are on Fox Sports Go.
From Los Angeles, we go to the bottom of the 11th inning. The Rays are right in the middle of that wild card battle. The Oakland A's.
All right, so
leading the Rays and Cleveland right now by
the A's still have to play. Oh, they have okay. The Athletics have 0 remaining games with teams over 500. The Rays have 7 remaining games with teams over 500. The Indians have 6 remaining games with teams over 500. So, statistically, the Rays have the hardest schedule down the stretch. However, we have the most home games of any of these 3 teams.
And the Rays in this one leading 8-6.
The A's are the biggest frauds in baseball. No, they're not. No. You don't just sweep the Yankees and then go into Houston and take 3 out of 4. You don't just do that. They're very legit. Did it end yet? No. Hopefully it will in the next 5-10 minutes. It's Fairbanks. You're putting in Fairbanks. Oh boys, buckle up. This is gonna be a long one, folks. Let's go Bolts, yeah. Honestly, I'm probably not going to pay much attention to the Bolts at the first couple months. Just because football's on. But I'll still be making recaps for the games. Come on, Fairbanks. 1-1. 1-2. Hold on 1 second.
With the 7-5 decision last night, Rays used 6 pitchers last night, and the Downers used 7. Both teams have now
Let's win this game, folks. Let's win this baseball game. We lost. Yeah, we got shut out in our first 2 preseason games. How scary would it be if that door behind you just slowly closes?
Let's hope that that's it. Fairbanks can close this thing out.
No, it can't. Do you like basketball or soccer? No, I don't. Basketball to me is like okay, like I'll watch it in the playoffs, but that's about it. Soccer, Oh, the shift, he got him! This is exactly what Christian just said. You're going to have to get outs off of ground balls and pop-ups, all right? You're not going to strike out with Peter Fairbanks.
And I'll tell you, being that deep, that allows him a little extra range. Good job by G-Man Choi. Once that ball got by him, scramble back to the bag. Right there, he gives it up. Knows exactly that Adames is going to be there. And then in position to take the throw. Well done.
What a play by Willie. 2 more to go. 2 more. Let's go, Peter. No. Sorry. Getting a FaceTime call. This dude just called me. Oh, I can't say that word nowadays because fucking society is too sensitive. You can't handle words anymore, so can't say that word on stream. And there's a base hit because it's Peter Fairbanks. He fucking sucks. But anyway, some guy just called me the F word, which is very untrue. I am one of the straightest. All right, that's fair enough. I'm gay. Okay, I'm literally one of the straightest guys you'll ever meet. But you know, maybe you're a Yankees fan, and maybe that's why you're calling me gay. But it doesn't bother me whatsoever. So keep calling me gay. It's funny. So I'm not. Poker Brad.
And now Will Smith, the catcher. Smith grooming a run with a fly ball back in the second inning, and the Dodgers.
Who's hitting right now?
Second when they grabbed a 3-1 lead. Lifts a popper into short.
Pop up,
Garcia
catch it.
toward the line.
No, he dropped it. No, that was a foul ball. What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? Okay, so first of all, he barely tips it off his glove, doesn't catch it, but it's in foul territory. That's not a fair ball. All right, hold on. I'm sorry. Oh, Christina, this game is like getting close to over. Sorry, I can't accept your FaceTime call right now. I'm an Angels fan. Who's hitting right now? I don't.
This looked like it was going to be a player that he had to go a long way, Garcia, and make it. And
You see, that's not fair. Maybe it was.
here, that ball right.
Oh, it was fair. It was. It was fair. It was fair. All right. Come on, Garcia. You got to come up with that. You can't make mistakes in the final 10 games of the season. You reported me for what? What'd you report me for? I didn't break any guidelines. I didn't violate nothing. Yeah, because one swing of the bat, a home run walks it off for the Dodgers now.
With a conference on the mound. First error of the night, charge to the Rays.
How many ball? But you got a guy on first and second now. Because Peter Fairbanks sucks, and that's exactly what I said. Buckle up, it's going to be a long inning. You're not gay, they gay. Facts. Peter, getting out, please. Okay, my question is, why are the Dodgers even trying? You've clinched the division. Why don't you just want to go home and get some extra sleep? That was a ball, but he called it a strike. I'll take it.
The corner has gotten wide at times, and the Rays will take that pitch.
Trying to break the record for walk-offs. All right, fair enough. You're trying to get home field advantage. Fair enough. Fair enough. Give it to you. Oh, he caught that! Holy shit! How the hell did Joey Wendell just catch that?
A lunge to his right to grab that one.
Thanks. Shake my hand right now.
Two gone. Just not going to be easy.
No, just one more. My goodness. What a play here by Wendell. This ball off the bat.
That should have been a hit, but Wendell wants it.
And Joey Wendell
Look,
able to flag it
first wild card, second wild card. Who gives a shit? I just want to be in the playoffs.
down. And real easy for one of them to be.
So with 2 men on, 2 men out in the
I reported you for being white. Sad thing is, YouTube will actually probably take your report seriously.
strikes. So with Fairbanks spending some time together.
Fucking extra innings. Let's get funny with this shit. Ball. Can you show the game? No, I can't, because I can't get copyrighted. I'm sorry.
Upstairs.
2 balls, no strikes. Since I live in the New York area, the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, I have 3 local hockey teams: Rangers, Islanders, Devils. Since your Lightning got swept, did you ever recover? Yeah, I recovered. I recovered pretty quickly, actually. Everything was going too good for the Lightning. No, I can't show anything. God damn it, Peter Fairbanks. All right, Los Angeles is within 1 now. They have a guy in scoring position. Can you please put in Austin Pruitt right now? This sucks. This sucks. All right. I just put you in timeout, Poker Brad, so come back in 300 seconds. You got a guy on first and second. This is really stressful. So now you got the tying run at second. I don't like it at all. Strike. Peter, we need you to come in clutch here, my guy. Christian, if you call it, I need your number ASAP because we're going to make some bets in football games. He did call it that Peter Fairbanks would blow the game. He also called the Austin Meadows home run. So this dude's like a genie. Oh, we're down to the last strike. All you need is 1 here, buddy. All you need is 1. Come on, Peter. Come on, Peter.
Fairbanks got the first hitter on a ground ball, then the single, then the error, a liner to second on a fine play by Wendell. The RBI single by Rios, and now the pinch hitter Martin. A 2-strike count.
Come on, Peter. Not time.
Getting time.
Yeah. Well, I knew as soon as Peter Fairbanks was coming in that it wasn't going to be an easy win. Fairbanks is one of our worst pitchers, if not the worst. I don't know why we chose him over Austin Pruitt. Last strike, please. For the love of God, just end it. And it's in the dirt. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Come on, that's 1 strike, Peter. That's all you need.
Fairbanks pitch away from ending this one.
He's choking it.
2-2. Fairbanks trying to get a little extra at 98. Fired it up high.
Change an eye line. Russell Martin had to get 2 tracks that in up there. And then all of a sudden you come back here with the slider trying to...
The count is 2 and 2.
Right off of that. And see if he wants to go fishing.
All you need is 1 strike to end this thing. Foul tip. Oh, so close.
Well, you had a feeling that that's exactly what was going to be coming after the fastball up, and he just got a piece of that. That was a superb slider there, down and away, and it takes a swing like that, and that reach just the catch a seam.
A 2-2 again.
All we need is 1 here, buddy. He got him! He got him! Oh my God!
And the Rays win it. And what
Let's go!
turned out to be
Let's go!
the Rays win this one 8-7.
Holy shit, what a game. What a game, bro. I have been streaming since the game was tied. What was it, like 4-4? Alright, check this out. Check this out. Alright, alright, final 10 games. Minimum to make playoffs in my prediction was 7-3. Up here, let me get rid of my pin here. Up here, I have my predictions. Yeah, this is true. So we're down to the last 9 games now. This now becomes 6-3. Oh Jesus! I can't believe we just won that game. Literally can't believe we just won that game. Literally like fucking shaking right now.
And that place is Bonefish Grill. Here, the oak grill crackles, preparing peak of season fresh fish just the way you like it. The White Coat anglers offer handcrafted cocktails.
Stressful until the very end. And you Dodger fans weren't wrong. That Jansen guy does blow.
Where it all comes together. So come to Bonefish Grill tonight and escape the ordinary.
With the Hyundai Sonata, you always get a great deal more than just a great deal.
Poker bet is back. I hope you enjoyed waiting that 300 seconds, because you're back in timeout for 300 more seconds. So,
He means fine Italian.
Showing results.
The Hyundai Sonata. The longer you look, oh, maybe Chinese. The more there is to life.
Showing results.
yeah, look, Yankees clinched. Yankees, it doesn't matter when they clinch. They're gonna clinch at some point. Enjoy the time right now because Rays ain't making it. Hey, that's a very well possibility. It might be the truth. We might not make it. Who knows? But what matters is that this is the closest that the Rays have been to making it in 6 years. So it's a very exciting time for Rays fans because obviously we've been waiting quite a long time for it to happen again. Who are your last 9 games? Well, tomorrow's an off day, and then that'll be the last off day of the regular season as we head home to St. Petersburg, Tropicana Field. We start our homestand with a 4-game series against the Boston Red Sox, who are 6-1 versus the Rays at Tropicana Field this season. So that's not going to be an easy series. And then the Rays play a 2-game set versus the Yankees at Tropicana Field, the Yankees have killed us all year. And then we close the season in Toronto, Rogers Center, against the Blue Jays. So, there's that. We're using Morton, Glasnow, Yarbrough, and Snell against the Boston. I love it. I love it. Rays statistically should take 3 out of 4. And that's what our goal is, I'd say, is taking 3 out of 4. Realistically, I think we'll split it 2-2. But I want 3 out of 4. Good thing the Indians are playing 2 teams that perform also to make the playoffs in the National League. It's a big hope and help for you. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, is the Indians are playing, the Indians have a weaker schedule. However, the Indians have to play, I think, 2 teams who are fighting for a playoff spot. So those games aren't going to be easy for the Indians. You guys are going to win 1 game from Boston. Watch me. Believe me, I'm telling you, hey, if that comes true, I wouldn't be surprised, unfortunately. We are getting healthy at the right time. I've been saying this, my friend. We are getting healthy at the right time. Yeah, Indians have to play Nationals and Cubs. That's not going to be easy for the Indians. Records aside, that's not going to be easy for the Indians. And the Rays have to play a Red Sox team who aren't going to be in the playoffs. They have to play a Yankees team who already won the division. Well, will win it tomorrow or whatever it is. And the Blue Jays have been they're on pace, I think, to lose 100 games. So we don't have to play any high adversity games. The Indians do.
Mr. Jansen, a guy that usually, shut down, got the 30th save last night. He has had his little bit of injuries this year. He hasn't been the normal, automatic. One of the premier top 5 relievers, closers, and forget about closers. They go out, they get 2 runs, they tie it, they hang in there, and they end up coming back and getting the
regardless of what happens in this final stretch, I say you beat the Yankees of the 2 games. No, I say we split that 1-1. Possibly get swept. Regardless of what happens down this final 9-game stretch, yes, we are down to the final 9 games of the season. Regardless of what happens, it's gonna. At some point, I will have a heart attack. At some point, it's just everything about it is so stressful. Games like tonight. Do you like basketball or soccer? No, I don't. I'm a football, baseball, hockey type guy. Do you know when the playoffs start? The National League Wildcard will be the first playoff game, and that's being played on October 1st. Okay, why? Because as someone who's grown up watching football, I just don't find soccer or basketball entertaining at all. All right, that's all I have. Rays win. What makes it more stressful for you is playing the last 3 against the Blue Jays. So basically playing their asses off to seek tickets. They will have for years. Wait, what? Who basically playing their asses off to seek tickets. Yeah, the Blue Jays are going to be scary in the future. That's what I predict. When is the American League Wild Card? October 2nd, the day after the National League Wild Card. Good night, everyone. Let's do this again Saturday. Well said, Christian. Well said. Let's do this again Saturday. No, Friday. Let's do this again Friday. Morton is starting. We need to take 3 out of 4 versus Boston. Hey, throwback to when I broke this. Styrofoam cooler back when the Rays lost their lead. Name 3 soccer players. Cristiano Ronaldo. The dude with the last name Messi. Messi. And that's it. I can't name anybody else. Good luck to you. Maybe see you in the World Series. Hey, man. Thanks for watching the stream. Good luck to you in the playoffs. Yeah, I'm ahead on now. Thank you so much for watching this one. Rays clutch it out and win. They clearly won it. Hopefully they can keep it up. We'll see. See you next time. Peace out.